Welcome to the We Are Never Truly Alone podcast with Tiffany Rice. On this week's episode, I have a good friend, Kristina Matias, who is the owner of the Serendipity Place, and she is the know-all of all things crystals. So we're going to talk basics as to how, what, when, where, and why should we even have a crystal to begin with. So join us. Super excited. If you guys don't know, I always talk about my friend Kristina, who is my number one crystal girl. And I figured, you know what? I'm going to have her on. We're going to talk. Oh, that's good stuff. And, first things first, why crystals? When did you get involved with crystals? Like, at what point were you like, I want to be solid with my knowledge of crystals?
I think it just became a natural transition to learning about them after gravitating to them, because you go into a lot of shops now, not just spiritual shops. You see them online everywhere and you're just drawn to them. So to find ones that are for different purposes, I mean, we have so many different things going on in our lives. They're great for anxiety. They help make you feel grounding. They come from the earth, so they just have this natural energy to shift and transform different things in your life.
Because I'm seeing like there's huge cathedrals of crystals, and then sometimes there's like little pocket crystals, and there's just so much. And I feel also that it's like becoming so mainstream. Yeah. So most of these crystals are mined where? In Brazil, where some other places you can find like these beautiful, beautiful pieces.
All the countries really, besides Brazil, a lot can come from China, Indonesia, Madagascar, but even still in like the United States, a lot of crystals are found. It just varies what colors you're getting in different places, what kinds you're getting in different places. They're everywhere.
So I have to ask, does it matter size? Does size matter when it comes to crystals?
I think, it's all...
I go for the big ones. I started small because I didn't know what I was doing, and I'm like, I'm going to grab this pocket one and that pocket one, and my collection started to grow, and now I love the massive crystals. So does size matter when choosing a crystal that's right for you?
I personally don't believe that size matters. I think we all start similar to
That's
you.
what they all say.
Because we start with what we can afford, and we're like, I don't know about this crazy crystal thing that's going on, but people talk about it. And it's scary to think like, is it a scam because people are investing hundreds and thousands? But start small with a little tumble. You'll spend maybe a couple bucks on something and see how it transforms things in your life or with your energy. And then from there, maybe you are drawn to a bigger piece and you want a statement piece in your home, just something in the middle of the coffee table or on a fireplace mantle to just shift the whole energy of the room. So
wait a minute. Okay. So when we go, I know a lot of times when I first started with the crystals, and maybe for some of you guys listening, you're like, what is the deal with crystals? Like, I always gravitate to the ones that are pretty, right? That's my first thought is, I'm going to go with the pretty ones. I'm going to go with the ones that I'm gravitated towards. So, the blues. I love blues. I love greens. I always go towards that. But, I mean, I'm seeing, and I know you guys that are probably listening on your drive to work or drive home, you can't see that Kristina actually has one in her hand. So what is that one? Why are you holding that one?
I'm holding on to clear quartz because I feel like it all starts with, in the crystal world, your basics. There's thousands of crystals and it can be overwhelming. So a good start is the basics. And clear quartz it covers any intention you want. So you can set the intention to amplify healing on a physical level, on a mental or emotional level. You can just set it up for what you want and amplify that energy.
So wait, is a clear quartz a good collaborator with other crystals, or is it better on its own?
It is a great collaborator because it's going to help amplify the energy of your other stones. So it's definitely, I feel like, a must-have in a collection because it's only going to assist in everything else you're doing.
So that's a pretty solid answer, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I've said solid. I feel like it's like...
literally solid.
It's literally solid, and I feel like you could have like a coffee drinking game or something like that with the amount of times I say solid.
It's all good.
Anyways, okay, so we have the clear quartz, and then what would another piece be? Like, you know what? I'm going to actually bring one out. I have two big pieces, which I feel are a crowd favorite.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see.
We'll see what you're drawn to. Ooh. Beautiful purple amethyst. Definitely one of my favorites. And you have both a natural point and then a cluster with the natural points all over it.
Now, does that matter? Like if it's a polished or if it's a point. So that's a point.
Yep. So
this is a cluster, which obviously I feel like my crystals need dusting. As I'm looking at them, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, so you can use just like a feather duster for your stones because they will collect a little bit. This big point I'm holding is basically your cluster has a ton of these, just a smaller size. I think it's also preference on what you're drawn to, because you said I'm drawn to what's pretty to me, but what's pretty to you may be different than what's pretty to me.
Well, what do you mean? Don't you think everybody thinks the same?
No, we all have different opinions and we're drawn to different things for whatever reason. So some people might like the energy of something natural because it feels so pure. But I know smoother stones are nice if you're sticking it and tucking it in your bra.
Wait a minute. Wait. Stop it right now.
Yep.
So people actually carry little pieces of crystals in their bra.
Yep. I've heard it all.
I've
in
heard
the
of
bra,
that too.
in their boots of their shoes.
See, I feel like the shoes would be uncomfortable. I could totally,
Right?
like, I have enough space to throw whatever I want in my bra. So, like, I can easily throw a bunch of those little handhelds.
Yeah.
But, why do you think people carry crystals like that?
I mean, that spot is definitely close to your heart, and right against you, and somewhere you can just tuck in. If you don't have pockets, a lot of us rock leggings these days since the pandemic, I feel like.
I'm a leggings girl myself.
Yeah. So, where else can you put them unless you
Right.
have a jewelry piece with one? All those tumbles that you start off getting in your collection can just tuck right in there.
Well, as we're talking about tucking things in places, crystals are great for the external part of the body, girls.
Yeah.
So I'm just letting you know.
Right.
Just letting you know. PSA.
Yeah, I don't dive down that route. I would be very careful because crystals are all heavy in different minerals, and we have minerals in our body, so you can be creating different imbalance if you're trying to ingest things. You can have, toxicity issues. They're full of copper and different metals, so keep them on the outside.
Crystals are great for the outside of your body.
Yes, don't put them in water unless you really know it's a solid crystal. I hear all these crazy online things. People are giving them baths. I'm like, that doesn't belong in water. You're going to destroy it.
Right. Right. Which... Okay, so this is all about, like, I even want to, okay, so I feel like that's another episode on, like, how do you take care of your crystals? But I don't want to get into that yet because I want to go through, again, stay focused, Tiff. I need focus. What's a good crystal for focus?
So amethyst is a good start because it connects to the mind. It's very calming. So sometimes you have to calm those busy thoughts. But I also really like fluorite. So fluorites, you can see it sometimes as rainbow fluorite. You're going to see shades of green and purple, or you'll just see just purple, just green. But that is all about focusing. It's known as the genius stone.
I need to put this one in my bra right now.
Maybe like on your forehead.
Yes. Oh, anywhere.
We'll strap it on like a headband.
Literally. Well, I know I actually have friends that say they keep rainbow fluorite by their desk at work because it's just something that helps them stay focused.
That's the absolute best stone, I feel like, to put by your workspace, your laptop, even for kids. This is the #1 seller that kids are drawn to.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because of the word rainbow, maybe?
No, I visually or energetically, I'm not sure what it is, but it has to be, because it's grounding the excess energy in your mind. So you're focusing in, and of course, kids need that as well.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that we're all just really drawn to that one for focus and work and that kind of energy.
So we have the amethyst, we have the rainbow fluorite. There's like so many guys. Like, and I'm so excited because you're here and you can actually help me because I literally collect them and then I'm like, and I always send Kristina a picture and I'm like, what is this? What is this?
Yep.
All right. So what's another good basic, like for beginners? Basic, I know.
So selenite.
Oh, selenite.
I know you grabbed one of those because that is all that cleansing, aligning energy. It's going to cover all the chakras. I know you tell people to put a little bar over their trim of their doorways to keep negative energy out and positive energy
I need
in.
a bigger one of these.
Oh, yeah. That's a must have, I feel like, in a crystal collection, because it also is cleansing. So to cleanse your stones after you've used them for a while.
But you can't put this one in water.
No, it'll look like salt melting in water, and there goes your beautiful crystals.
Yeah. So selenite, this is the good one.
Yes, need to have. And then I'm also thinking the smoky quartz, because you're talking about.
Okay. Do you want to hold these?
Sure.
Let me do some adjustments here. This one, I want to tell a quick little story. For my birthday last year, Kristina brought me to this beautiful crystal place, and I am a smoky quartz girl. So I picked this one out, and this one is from Brazil. Yep, Brazil. And it's not only is it really heavy, but I can actually feel that like grounding feeling. Yep. So is that what smoky quartz is? Is 100%. It all about like just grounding and?
Yep. So
you want to hold it?
Yeah, of course I do. I want to hold them all. I also love smoky quartz because we talk about focus in the mind, and that's only half of it. If you think of a tree growing, if it only grew branches, it would topple over. So you have to remember the grounding and the root part. So to me, that's what smoky does, is it roots you into earth, levels you out, grounds you, and brings your energy down to earth, and feels good. I feel like it helps your mood around everything else.
I actually have a raw smoky quartz in the other room, and yeah, I swear 2021 was all about me, and like everything I got was a smoky quartz, because I was like, I just need more of it. I need more of it. And then my most recent, guys, get this one.
Beautiful.
This one's obsidian, not to be confused with smoky quartz, because even though they're black, they're different. So tell me a little bit about obsidian.
So obsidian, like you said, it's a black crystal. So the smoky is a little translucent, almost like a dark gray to light gray. It can vary. And the obsidian is solid black, all about removing negative energy, whether that's spirits in a space, whether it's haunted stuff, your negative energy, other people's stuff, because we're constantly picking up energy on social media of drama, stories, news.
You gotta let that go. Whatever you read on social media, let it go.
Yeah, so this can help just get it away from you, and also reflect inward on your own stuff. We all have bad habits or different things going on, so to help you get out of the negative thinking, this can be really beneficial.
I'll be adding that to my leggings. No, but I just, right when I saw this, and maybe it's because it's a sphere, it's considered a sphere. So right when I saw this, I was like, I need to have that. And I was just so drawn to it. But I'm also, if you guys know me, which most of you guys do, I'm a little flighty at times. So having the obsidian is a key in my life, because I need to find that grounding.
Yeah.
The obsidian, the smoky quartz, all of that good stuff.
Yep.
So I wanted to share that. I have so many more crystals that I wanted to like share with all you guys, and I'm wondering if you guys that are listening love crystals as much as I do. But I wanted to bring on another one, and I wanted to ask you about it, because I also feel that this is a very popular piece.
Okay.
Especially for my listeners. Ooh. So let's see. It's not the angel wings.
Oh yeah.
Rose quartz.
Beautiful big pink stone. This thing is massive that you have.
I know.
Definitely going to manifest some love into your life, whether it is self-love, attracting love from others, kind of staying in that alignment to always lead first with your heart, and absolutely helping the heart heal from grief. So big popular
So
one. Everybody
needs to go, I don't care where you are, where you're located, go and get yourself some rose quartz, guys. Yeah. Because at one point I had so many smaller rose quartz that I literally was putting them in a little a little bag, and I put it under my pillow, and I was like, dear universe, send me someone that matches my energy level. And so,
Yep. Yeah, I love
one
it.
can pray, but still have those rose quartz under my bed. Oh my goodness. But it's all about that self-love and healing. And so I always say, if you are thinking about any type of crystal, the rose quartz is always a good one to have, especially if you are going through grief.
Yeah, it's really like soft and soothing, I feel like, for the energy. So I think everyone I know has probably gotten one as a gift or given one as a gift because it's just, it makes sense, you know? And that's the thing, I think, when giving crystals, you're afraid if someone already has something, but at the same time, they're all different. They're all one of a kind, whether it's a different shape, then you have more than one to put in different places. You can't have enough love in your life, so.
Exactly. And that's the thing. It's like crystals have brought on such a popularity. I mean, they've been around forever, but now with social media and, you know, I see crystals, whether they're real or fake, because there are fake crystals out there. Like, I see them at, like, big stores out there, too. So you have to do your research on what's going to be real and what's going to be fake.
Yeah.
So, but it is part of the mainstream now. I feel like even some major movies have a lot of crystals in them because people can relate to it, and it provides, for some people, crystals provide healing during meditation, going through grief, going through heartbreak, all of that stuff. And you know what? I'm here for it. I'm going to tell you, I'm here for it. I am a sucker. I will get any crystal because I absolutely love them. I think they're beautiful, and I do feel like they hold on to some energy where it does help you with whatever it is that you're going through. So I'm going to ask you, like, what's your favorite crystal? Like, what's your go-to crystal? Do you have one, or are you like,
I have a few. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Obviously, the smoky is up there because it's just, for me, it's like a hug is what it feels like.
Yeah.
A nice, warm hug.
Yep.
I also love labradorite because it has a beautiful...
So tell me about labradorite. I'll take this from you because
getting
you're totally bombarded with
covered in crystals. It is beautiful, stunning. All of them are really unique with just flashiness and iridescence of different colors, and its energy is all about transformation. And when are we not working on ourselves?
So it's really a spiritual transformation type crystal that would be good, like spiritual healing, spiritual transformation.
Yeah.
And
manifesting any changes like work or relationship or anything.
I see that, like, that particular one has that shade of blue, which is really common. Kristina, I wish I asked you to bring your labradorite. She has a slab, like a labradorite slab, and hers radiates the color purple.
Yes.
And I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And those are more rare. I feel like a lot of them, just the blue is very common.
Yeah.
So
still beautiful, but
and
yes.
I just got that. It's so funny because as an avid crystal buyer, I thought I'd have all of them, and I wasn't drawn to labradorite for a while up until a couple months ago, and then I was on the search. I was on the prowl. I was like, I need to get some of that.
Yeah, well, you know, you're drawn to things at different times for different purposes. Yes, we probably need one of everything, but figure out, you know, whether initially you're just drawn to something and that's it, or you read the little descriptions at a shop or a website that's telling you, you know, the different energies and things that it helps attract. And you can make that connection of like, yep, that's what I need right now.
Yeah, that's why it's good to have a little collection. Oh,
yeah.
I just ran into the mic. Sorry, guys, if I got a little loud. What would be a good one for, like, waking up in the morning, right? I don't know about you. Like, I love a good cup of coffee. I love my water. I love my stretches. But, like, what would be a good one to just say, like, you know what? I need a little boost of energy today.
I'm torn because I feel like, you know, yellows and oranges, they're bright and uplifting. So citrine and carnelian are really great for that motivational energy. And as we know, carnelian is also really good for fertility. So it doesn't mean if you get it, you know, you're going to get pregnant when you're just looking for energy and motivation.
Right.
But if you are manifesting and working on that, the sacral chakra connection with...
So the color orange, guys.
Yep.
Oranges and yellows, just like Kristina said.
Then it can help with that.
Yep. And creativity, if you have your own business, like focusing in on, like, just creating more. It's that creation. Yeah. It's a creation crystal.
It's like your fiery, passionate part inside of you. This lights it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I have citrine, but I don't have it in the room.
It's all good because, I mean, this is a great one that you brought over. And then I noticed this dark teal apatite, which is like your appetite for life. So another
I love that.
Goal getter one that I think something like that would work well with the lab. That you grabbed because it's all about that motivation and working on your goals, working on yourself.
That's why I'm always in workout attire, because I'm all about motivation and goals. And I feel like if I wear this, then it actually gets me into the mood of, like, I need to get my body moving. I need to get my body moving.
Yeah.
So you know, I just love the fact that Kristina has all these crystals on her lap.
I don't want to give them up. I just want to take
No,
the
hold on
energy
to
and-
it. Hold on to it. I know we need to do another episode because there's so much more, because I want to focus in on like, I mean, what do I get a lot? People are always asking like, what crystals are good for what?
Yep.
And one of the biggest things is having that abundance and that wealth. You know, wealth doesn't necessarily have to be finances. It's just having that wealth of life. So we'll get into that on another episode. But, you know, I'm just so happy that you made the trek from your shop, the Serendipity Place, and I'm happy that I had enough crystals. I told her, I go,
You have
just come
tons.
over. I have enough crystals. So
Yep.
and pretty much they were all from Kristina anyway. So
Perfect. Yeah. We're all about, keeping them affordably priced because, like you said, where it's so mainstream right now, people are marking them way up. And so look around when you're shopping for a crystal, compare prices, buy from a trusted source or someone that's recommended, because, you can see fake ones or...
So be aware, guys. Be aware of that and do your research. And yeah, come be basic with us with our crystal collections.
I love it.
All right. Well, anybody that's listening, I hope you're having an amazing day or you had an amazing day. And until next time, we'll be back.